Hey YouTube, it has been a good little bit since I posted a video. Been a lot going on around here. So let's see where to start. Not long after my last video, we had some flooding in the shop. We've had so much rain. It's really foggy right now. For this time of year, we've had so much rain, it's unreal. In one night, we had 6 inches. I kid you not, we had 6 inches of rain in one night. And with that, we had some flood damage here on the farm. I'll post some pictures here on the video. As you can see, there's a one of our deer stands by one of the creeks was knocked over from the flood water, and 2 of the legs is actually buried under creek rock now. And then, as you can see in this other picture, it slung. There was so much water coming out of that creek, coming down it, that it slung rock out of the creek bed and into the field. So it's going to take at least a hard week of work to get that done, to get it cleaned up. But with that, I've also had flooding in the shop. About 1 inch or 2 of water in the floor. You know, in some places it was close to 2 inches deep at times. And I had fans set up trying to sweep it out. So about 2-3 weeks, and it just kept raining. And every time it rained, it would flood. Oh, it's foggy. So I had about 3 weeks where the shop was unusable. So with that, got super behind on my power hammer orders, which is very frustrating. And then once I was able to use the shop, I came down with strep throat. Yeah, that was nice. I was down for about another week with that. It got bad enough that my left tonsil swelled all the way across my throat, and ended up something on the back side of my tonsil burst, and just absolute pure infection came out of that tonsil. Just the taste in my mouth was unreal. Just how bad it was. So I was on some antibiotics. Thought I was over it. Thought, nah, I don't like taking antibiotics, so I'm feeling fine. I'm gonna get off of them. Bad move. Now my right tonsil is swollen. About a little sore throat for 2 days, and then yesterday was running 101 degree fever. So yeah, I learned my lesson. Just because you feel good doesn't mean you can get off antibiotics right away. So with that said, I'm way behind on hammers. Like I said, you know, figure about a month. So I've been working non-stop trying to get all that done, and then some. I'm here at Minimart. Today's such a busy day, I didn't even have time to make coffee. So I want to run in here and get a cup of coffee real quick. Alright. So I got my coffee and a bottle of water. Like I said, it's going to be a crazy day. So yeah, and then on top of that, I mean, I guess you could say I was going through and still battling at times some depression. Not really sure what that's all about, which is odd for me because I've never been the type to get down. I'm always glass half full type of guy. And I think some of it, or maybe a lot of it, more than I realize, is that a year ago, this time last year, was, excuse my French, a living hell. everything I was going through then. So, but I'm better now, especially now that my shop is usable again, as long as it doesn't rain or flood again, and feeling better, and slowly trying to get back on schedule. I have been trying to kick butt there in the shop. I have 3 power hammers completely finished. One is almost finished. I have the frame completely built with a tire, drive shaft, and finished up the hammerhead yesterday. And then today I am going to Nashville, Tennessee to get the anvil post material. So this is a new company that I'll be dealing with. I forgot what part of Nashville they are on. I'm hoping they're on the north side. Definitely not going early this morning, because knowing Nashville traffic, and if it's half as foggy there as it is here, it'll be traffic jam big time. Other than that, the only thing new is I got a few little things done on the house, nothing major. I built a bathroom vanity while the shop was flooded, and it turned out okay. You know, it's something you would expect a welder, you know, what would happen when a welder tries to be a cabinet maker. And hopefully I'm going to be buying the flooring for the house. And the garden's starting to come in. I got a lot of squash and zucchini. I've been running the dehydrator night and day. And tonight, when I shut down the shop, I'm probably going to try and can some green beans. It's been a few years since I've done that. And then for around the farm, like I said, my little garden is coming in. It looks phenomenal. It's the best garden I've ever had. But I think I overloaded my boat. I planted 480 tomato plants, not counting the ones in my little garden, which my little garden has 75 tomato plants. Yeah. Oh, I done messed up. And I planted 600 lineal feet of lima beans and over 500 lineal feet of green beans and 1,200 lineal feet of peaches and cream sweet corn. So, and what happened, I don't know, a water bottle. And what happened was, you know those little Earthway push planters? Yeah, I had one of those out there. And, you know, I'm just I got the seed hopper full, and I'm just moseying along, not paying attention to how much I'm planting, thinking, man, this is like, this thing's awesome, you know. Yeah, this is so easy. I look back, when I'm done, I'm like, oh, Saxton, you done messed up. Yeah, so driving through the community now, headed over to the machine shop I use to pick up some power hammer parts. And over at one of the roadside markets, they had a whole wagon full of cantaloupe, so I may have to score on that. Let's see. But that is pretty much it of what has been going on around the shop and the homestead. Once I get caught up, I'm planning a pretty good kayaking trip. Trying to get my buddy Dakota. I think he's been on a few videos before. Trying to talk him into going with me on this trip. It's a 20-mile kayaking trip. That's farther than either one of us has ever gone. And it's on a stretch of creek that we have not been on. There's a small portion that I've been on before. He never has, at least as far as I know. And it will be a pretty good trip. So once I get caught up on the hammers, I'll try and get him to tag along. If not, I'm going by myself. Don't want to, not the safest thing, but oh well, I'll do what I do. Alright, well, I stopped at the machine shop, got my parts for the power hammer, and then I stopped here at my friend Sam Stoner's shop. He makes knives. Stopped down there. He's making some knives for some friends of mine, and took a look at those. You see here, they turned out really nice. It's a 125 layer Damascus with, I think he said, an ironwood handle. I think, I'm not sure. They turned out really good. And we were talking about a muzzle loader he's working on. It's going to be an all Damascus muzzle loader. So that'll be an interesting build. It's going to be like a 2-year project for him. So the plan is now, it's going to be, I called the steel company, and it's going to be around 2:30 before they get the steel cut. So I'm going to have to, it takes me an hour to get to Nashville. Probably more like an hour and a half, because this is on the south side. So I'll probably leave here around 1 o'clock. And it is now 9:42. So I'm trying to, thinking what I'll do is go home and can some green beans. I have 4 1-gallon baggies full of green beans that need canned. So I don't think, I can't really do anything else on these hammers until I get these anvil posts materials. So we'll get those in, and then tomorrow Saturday, I'll probably work all day on hammers. Alright, so it is now 1:15, and I was supposed to be on the road right now, but as with everything I do on the homestead, it took longer than I thought. Should have that put on my headstone. Yeah, so green beans finally finished. The timer went off. I took it off the heat, took the jars out, didn't even stick around to see if they popped when they cooled. I'll find out when I get home. If they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. It is almost 3 o'clock. So I'm getting out of here 2 hours later than I thought. Story of my life. I seem to be always, one way or another, playing catch up. Well, I just made it here. Now it's just, I've never been to this steel yard before, so it's just a matter of finding where I need to be to load it all up. Well, there they are, right there. But I forgot to get my sales tax ID number. So they got to go back in the office, refigure my bill, and charge me tax. Tennessee sales tax, none the least, which is higher than ACAT's back. Not fun.
Good right there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of weight.
Especially for a V6.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That is a lot of weight.
Oh, man. That's heavy. Let's see. It's 893 pounds in the back of this truck. Oh, this is going to be interesting, folks.
Like if they don't work, just take them out.
Okay, Dan. You got my GPS. I need some stuff. When I'm down here, I want to go to some different places. Every time I come here, I'm amazed at how expensive the store is. I mean, it's just, it's unreal. I mean, like right here, we have natural, organic cat food. It's not even, I don't think it's even a 10-pound bag, and it's $25, and it's not even a 10-pound bag. I don't get it. Okay, there's a sign up here. Look at that sign. A donkey. Okay, what is that supposed to mean in Nashville? If anybody on here knows, please tell me. I saw that going to Whole Foods, and I don't get it. Well, I'm almost back home to the Homestead. I want to stop here in town, get a bite of supper. I'm pleased with how well the truck did, especially with this clutch. I've got to get that fixed soon. But I'd say my average miles per gallon went to the tank. So I want to go ahead and end this video here. Because no point in y'all watching me eat dinner or unloading this. So until next time, I will see you guys later.